This is the new $150 Pokemon GameStop mystery pack. Inside, there's 3 booster packs and a PSA slab.
Serious?
But are they worth it? Today, let's find out by opening 4 of them and comparing the value of what we get inside. Then let's take it a step farther and test what happens if we try to trade these slabs back to GameStop. Will they really give us $60 worth of trade-in for a $20 slab? Let's find out. Yeah, this was probably a bad idea, but it is too late to go back now. Past this point, we just have to forge ahead and cross our fingers. But surely, if we have 4 of them, we at least have to get something good, right? Right? Here goes nothing. These are the GameStop Power Packs Gold 2026 Series 1 Edition. On the front, it shows a Japanese base set PSA 10 Charizard, a very expensive card that could possibly be inside of this box. Or this one, or this one, or this one, but probably not. But what we are guaranteed to get is 1 PSA 8 or better graded slab and 3 TCG booster packs. And from what it looks like on the back, we're going to get 2 English packs and 1 Japanese pack. What will you unbox? I guess let's find out. Oh yeah, and the price for one of these is $149. Unless you're a pro member, and then it's only $142.49. Much more affordable. All right, here goes nothing. Come on, Charizard. All right, before we open the box, how many of these 4 power packs do you think we're going to break even on? Or do you think we're going to break even on any of them? All right, so inside, we do indeed have 3 packs. Oh, and the slab. I don't want to see the slab. It's facing right side up. Let's flip it upside down. There we go. Spank it a few times. That's how you get the good luck. Oh. The slab does not want to come out. There we go. It is a Japanese slab. As dumb as it sounds, my favorite part about these power packs is the packaging. It seems like they spent so much effort on the packaging of these just for the majority of people to throw them away. Look at it. It closes with magnets. Well, we know where some of the $150 budget went to. End of the case. All right, enough of that. We'll put the slab right here. We've got our 3 booster packs, Surging Sparks, Journey Together, and Mega Dream. We're going to start with Journey Together. All right, here we go. Ooh, Steel Energy. Now, obviously, whatever's inside of the pack doesn't really affect the power pack because they can't control what we get inside of our packs. Reverse Hollow Mr. Mime, Cramorant, Butterfree. Beautiful Butterfree. All right, Surging Sparks. We're still missing a lot of cards from this master set. Mostly SIR trainers. Larvesta. Shroodle. Victini. Panseer, and Tatsugiri EX. It's a hit. Mega Dream, which could have the Dragonite. It could. I don't know the pack trick. Doesn't matter. Schnoom, Cramorant, Monkey Dory, Mimikyu, Dragapult, and Buddy Poppin'. Very nice texture. All right, which just leaves us with the slab. Out of our first GameStop Power Pack, we got a not so happy Charmander. All right, before we reveal the grade, let's see if we can guess what it is. So looking at the back, it looks pretty clean. Ooh, it's a little right heavy. I'm going to guess it's a 9. Yeah, I'm going to go with a 9. All right, here we go. Our Stellar Miracle Charmander is a 9. Seems about right. Say what you will, but I do absolutely love this card. In a PSA 9, this is worth about $90. So we definitely didn't get our values worth, but it could have been a lot worse. Like, a lot worse. Oh, I was also wrong where this card came from. This came out of one of the Japanese special decks. It was not part of a set. Well, it is part of a set. Part of a special deck set. Not a main set, though. All I'm saying is if this is the worst slab we get out of all of these power packs, I'll be pretty happy. But for some reason, I have a feeling that's not going to be the case. Here's the results from Power Pack number 1. The 3 packs we got were worth about $20 in total, and the slab we got was worth about $100, which means we got a total value of about $120 out of our first Power Pack, which we paid $142 for. So we lost about $22 in value, and if we weren't a pro member, we would have lost about $30 in value. All right, before the next pack, a quick little palate cleanser. Mostly because I want to go over the fact that this video in no way, shape, or form was sponsored by GameStop. I went to GameStop and purchased these for the full retail price. Actually, the pro member price, because I'm a pro member. But the point is, this video was not sponsored by GameStop. They did not send me these, and I have no contact with them. And the goal of this video is not to promote them. All right, here we go. The only goal of this video is to open 4 of these power packs and to show you what I got inside. And obviously, to compare the value of what we get inside versus what we paid. And how you use that information is completely up to you. All right, so flip it around. I don't want to spoil this lab. Flip it around. Okay, we're going to call this the Lego unlock method. We're going to spank it. Who's been a dirty? All right, flip it around. All right. Oh, we're going to use, pro strap. We're going to use the foam so we can't even tell if it's an English or a Japanese card. That is our slab. And you know what? This right here is this slab. It is it. It is that one right there. Guaranteed. Once again, it comes with 3 packs. This time, we've got Inferno X, Destined Rivals, and Phantasmal Flames. We're going to start with Destined Rivals. It was destined to be. So from what it seems, we're getting a lot of Mega Evolution in later Scarlet and Violet packs in these. Zanmazenta. I don't think you're going to get any packs like Ascended Heroes 151 or Prismatic, or any Sword and Shield Air packs. All right, Inferno X, what do we got? Oh, well, that is what we got. All righty. Phantasmal Flames. You know how ridiculous it would be if we got the Charizard SIR out of a GameStop power pack? I mean, hey, it goes in our master set all the same. Doesn't matter where it came from. A Punk Helmet, Seviper, Zacian, and a Suicune. Gone in the blink of an eye with nothing to show for it. But here we go. Now for the slab. What do we... You know, I'm just going to flip it over. I don't even know what it is. We're just going to... Boom. Ooh. Milotic ES SIR. This in a tin? Pretty big. Now, the real question is, can we guess the grade? Last time we guessed correctly. I don't see any whitening on the back. I mean, once again, it's the centering. I'd be surprised if this was a 10. It's a little bit left heavy. There's a chance it could be a 10, but more than likely, this would be a 9. I'm going to go with 9. Final answer. All right. Our Melodic EX from Surging Sparks is... Oh, PSA 10. All right. I thought that was 2 OC. It's pretty OC. I mean, hey, a 10's a 10. All right. A 10's a 10. Okay. This one is like a $300 slab. Wow, they were really lenient on the centering of this. It's bottom heavy and left heavy. Honestly, before I revealed the grade, I was almost going to say this one's so OC they might have docked it down to an 8. I don't get it. This card is more centered than this one. And this one's almost got like a little bit of an indent here at the top right. Yeah, this card is definitely in better shape than this one. But this one's the 10. You know, we had the same issue with our last GameStop power pack. The slab came nasty. You can see where different people have had like stickers on it and prices, but it's all right. I'll be the one to clean it. I'll give it a nice clean over. I think there's a print line in our slab as well. Can you get print lines in slabs? There we go. All nice and clean. I think it's safe to say we did much better on this one. From the 3 packs we got inside, we got about $22 worth of value. However, the slab we got was worth over $300, making the total value of everything we got inside of our second power pack about $327. So we gained a total value of $184. And if we weren't a pro member, we would have gained $177. Very happy with the result. But once again, your results may vary. Just because I opened this pack and got a $300 slab does not mean you will do the same. You could buy one of these and get a way cheaper slab out of yours. That's how mystery packs work. Cleanser packs are the best packs. More like talking point packs for me to talk and get across my point. All right, let's move on to our next one. Will the third GameStop power pack keep up that energy? This one's tight. This one's holy. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really surprised we've broken even on one of these. But yeah, based on our previous openings of the older power packs, I really did expect us to get cooked on all 4 of these. And who knows, maybe we'll get cooked on the last 2. Or maybe there's a Charizard right here. This time around for the 3 packs, we got Journey Together, Surging Sparks, and Mega Dream. All right, out of this, I don't even want to hit. I don't even want to hit. All I want is a reverse holo Ludicolo. That is all I need to finish the Journey Together master set. Reverse holo Ludi Cramorant. Okay. Surging Sparks. Imagine we pull that card right here. We get the Melodic. And then we grade it and it gets a 10. Dilber. Quaxley. Latios. Barry. A Surfer. Cast Form. Sunny Form. Building EX. Our second hit out of our power packs. We've got a Tatsugiri and a Building. Mega Dream. Come on. Ugh. I think it's 2 cards to the front, right? Fighting Gong. Tatsugiri, Cramorant, and Zekrom. Ooh, Latios EX. Mystery Slab number 3. It is an English card. Ooh. Victini illustration rare from the illustration collection. Oh, centering looks pretty good. The back looks pretty clean. I will say it is way more centered than that card. I don't know. It's pretty clean. I want to say this is a 10. It's slightly top heavy, but it's miles better than that card. Oh, come on. Please be a 10. This card in a 10 is actually a slab I'd really like. I love this illustration card. Come on. Victini in a... Now, how? I'm going to be honest. I don't get this whole grading thing. The back looks really clean. And yes, it's a little bit top heavy, but not near as bad as that card. Do you get extra points for being off center now? Yeah. Don't get me wrong. I love this card. I think it's one of the best promo cards from Scarlet and Violet. However, in a 9, it's worth about $24. And I will say, getting a $24 slab out of a $150 mystery pack does not feel great. Does not feel great. Ouch. This was definitely the worst out of all of the mystery packs we've opened so far. When it comes to the 3 packs inside, we got about $20 worth of value. Then the slab we got was worth about $24. So in total, we got about $44 of value out of our $142 mystery pack. Meaning we lost close to $100 worth of value in this power pack. However, if we weren't a pro member, we would have lost about $106 worth of value. But that's how it goes. You win some, and then you lose some. You really lose some. Talking point pack. Our palette cleanser pack. Now, one thing about these power packs is they stayed on the website. If you take one of the cards you got outside of the power pack and take it to GameStop, it will no matter what at least give you $60 worth of in-store trading credit. Ooh, Sazazel EX. So theoretically, if we take this $24 slab to GameStop, they will give us $60 of trading credit for us. And you know what? We're going to test that. After we open this last power pack, we're going to take this Victini to GameStop and see how much trading credit they give for us. And who knows? Maybe if we get another dud slab out of this one, we'll trade in both and buy another power pack, because that will solve all of our problems. Opening GameStop power packs until we get the Charizard. All right. Please don't be as bad as the last one. Our final GameStop power pack. Once again, flip it out, do the spanking method. Spanking method. There we go. Extract it. Pop it out with the foam. I don't want to know. I don't want to know if it's an English card, a Japanese card, or an old Japanese card with the old backs. Oh, what? That's Shrouded Fable. Huh. I will say I did not expect to see a Shrouded Fable pack in one of these. I'm excited to see this. I know most people don't like Shrouded Fable, but this is not a pack you get to open that often. Like, at all. And then for our other packs, we got Mega Dream and Destined Rivals. We're going to save Shrouded Fable for last. Did not expect to see that. Interesting. Not that it's a valuable pack, it's just a pack I like to open. Magikarp, Pichu, Tauros, Scrafty, Ball, Orbeetle, Applin, Swellow. No. Mega Dream. Imagine we pulled a Gengar out of a GameStop power pack. That would be a power move. I'm going to do 3 to front. Yeah, 3 to the front was wrong. However, that is a nice card to pull. And then, Spite Ops. And hold on. You, sir, will get a nice sleeve. Very nice. Very, very nice. Love to see that. Oh, and then Shrouded Fable. Come on. Oh, look at the arts in this set. There's so many good basic arts in Shrouded Fable. Weavile. Crobat. Reverse Hollow Sylveon. Slitherwing. Tapu Bulu. I'm sleeving up the Sylveon. Bite me. Breathe out. It all comes down to this. We have had one mid pack, one great pack, and one bad pack. And then our fourth and final pack is going to be the tiebreaker. Is this going to be a mid pack? Is this going to be a great pack? Or is this final pack going to be a bad pack? It is an English card. Oh, and scanning over from the back really quickly, this might be a 10. Oh, Paldea Evolved SIR Iono. Funny enough, this is the only SIR we are missing from our master set. In our Paldea Evolved master set, there is one missing SIR. Hold on. Hold on. Flip. Keep going. Keep going. Our illustration page. Keep going. And then the SIR page with one missing spot. This card goes right there. But this one is in a slab. So I don't know how we... Normally, I'm not a big fan of trainer cards, but this is a pretty cool one. You've got a Pikachu on a plate. I'm not sure what type of food that's supposed to be, but some sort of Pikachu food. There's an Eevee cup, a phone rotom. Very interesting. I don't know. If it's a 9, we might have to crack it and put it in the binder, is all I'm saying. And looking at it, I think this is going to be a 9. It is pretty OC. Very right heavy. However, I said the same thing about that card right there. So I don't know. I was wrong before. I really don't think with this centering, this could be a 10. Well, let's see. I mean, worst case scenario, we crack it for the master set. Yeah, it's a 9. That makes sense. This in a PSA 9 is worth about $60. So once again, we are very far off from our $150 purchase price. Yeah, but at least it wasn't as bad as the last one. So the total for the 3 packs we got inside were about $26. Then we got a $60 slab, making our total value inside of this one $85.87, which means we gained a total value of negative $57. And if we were a non-pro member, we would have lost about $64. Not as bad as the last one, but still pretty bad. All right, hold on. Before we go over all of the data and the results, we have one thing we need to test. On their website, it states it doesn't matter the value of the slab you get out of one of these mystery packs. You can take it to a GameStop and get at minimum $60 worth of trading credit. So even though this slab is only worth about $24, if the website's correct, we can take it to GameStop and exchange it for $60 of in-store credit. We definitely don't want to do that for this one, and probably not even this one. Yes, this slab's worth about $60, but I actually need this card for my master set, so I do plan on cracking it. However, this one, I am going to go try to trade in, and I'm going to try to trade in this one as well. No, this wasn't one of the slabs we opened in this video. However, it did come out of a power pack. This is one we opened for a short. And this one is even worse than this one. This is like a $23 slab on a good day. Definitely didn't break even on this one. So both of these cards combined are worth well under $60. However, theoretically, if I drive to GameStop right now, I should be able to get $120 of trade-in credit that we can then use to make another bad decision and buy another power pack. So let's go do just that. All right, here goes nothing.
5 minutes later.
That was pretty easy. And we're back. That was pretty seamless. We went to GameStop and we were able to trade in both slabs for $60.67, even though this slab was worth $24 and this one was worth $25. They took both of them at $60 credit because they came out of one of these power packs. However, we only got $60 of trading credit because we're a pro member. You get like $57 if you're not a pro member. So we got a total of $121 of trading credit. And then we made the same mistake again, because clearly this one's going to be better than those two. So that was our trading credit. And then we bought another one. So this one only cost us $15. If you don't count the two slabs that we spent $150 on, that we then traded in for $60 worth of credit to add on to that $15. If you don't count the $150 we spent on both of these, we only spent $15 on this one. So we can't lose. That's how that math works, right? Anyway, we're going to save this one for a future mystery pack video where we compare a bunch of different mystery packs. So it will be opened in a future video, just not this one. We've already been cooked enough to the point where we're well done. Also, I will say the trade-in process is a little bit weird. They're gonna need your ID, and they also took my fingerprint for trading in those two slabs. So if you're someone who doesn't like giving out your ID or giving your fingerprint to GameStop, that might be something to consider. But yeah, GameStop now has my fingerprint. I'm not sure what they're gonna do with it, but they have it. Okay, and one more quick detour before we go over the results. We're cracking it. I want to go ahead and put this in our master set. That way, we can actually feel like we made some progress today. We spent a bunch of money, and if we don't crack this, we'll have added absolutely nothing to our master sets over there. So to make ourselves feel better about everything that went down, it's got to get cracked. And disclaimer, I've never cracked a slab before, so we're learning as we go. I know most people use a bottle opener, but we don't have one. We'll have to settle for a can opener. It looks like it's got a bottle opener on the top. It's a 2-in-1. So what do we just... I mean, we could look up a guide, or we could just wing it, right? Ooh. Oh, that wasn't that bad. Oh. All right, hold on. Next corner. That wasn't that bad at all. That was really easy. Oh. Yeah, I don't think GameStop's going to take this one anymore. Gently. Firmly grasp it. Oh, that wasn't that bad at all. Okay, how did this one get a PSA 9 and that one got a PSA 10? I'm still not over that. I'm not going to pretend like I understand it. I don't get grading at all. This one is significantly better centered and doesn't have a ding, and this one got a 9, whereas this one has a ding in the corner and is way more OC than this, and it got a 10. I don't get it. All right, we'll sleeve it up. I don't know. Maybe this one's so OC they considered it an error card, because it's pretty bad. You are now free from your cage. No longer encapsulated. Summon the binder. Way to the back. I can say for a fact, this was not a card I expected to get in this opening. This was the most expensive card we are still missing from Paldea Evolved. Oh. Past this point, pretty much every other card we're missing is under $5. Under $5. We now have every single SIR from Paldea Evolved in this binder. And every gold card. We're now missing one full art trainer, one full art Pokemon, one illustration rare. Keep going. And then quite a few reverse hollows. But that's a story for a different day. Wow. We opened 5 slab mystery packs a day, and we're ending the day with 2. 2 of them we traded back in for another mystery pack, and then one of them we set free, leaving us with the Charmander and the Milotic all alone. Now for the results. How did we do overall opening 4 of the GameStop Power Packs? So in our first Power Pack, we lost $22.32 worth of value. Then in our second Power Pack, we gained $184.35 worth of value. In our fourth Power Pack, we lost $98.56 worth of value. Then in our final Power Pack, we lost $56.62 worth of value. So overall, if you combine everything we have gained and lost from these 4 Power Packs, overall as a pro member, we gained $6.85 worth of value. However, if we were not a pro member, we would have lost $24.15 worth of value. So yes, technically we did gain value, but it was only $6. And with spending the kind of money that we spent, I would have rather just gone to a card show and spent that money on getting slabs and things I actually wanted, even if I got $6 less in value. Because yes, these slabs technically have value, but this isn't personally a slab I would have bought. Same with this and this one or that one. So you might end up in a situation where you gain value, but you don't gain anything you want. And yeah, it would have been pretty bad if we didn't get this. If we take this out of the situation, the numbers look massively different. If we only bought 3 of these and these were the 3 that we got, a much different story. But hold on, there's actually more factors at play. Technically, since we were able to trade this slab in that was only worth $24 and we were able to trade it in for $60 worth of store credit, technically we could consider this a $60 slab. And if you rerun all of the calculations with those numbers, as a pro member, we gained $43.49 worth of value. And that would have been $9.06 if we were not a pro member. However, be careful. There are stipulations that come with trading in your slabs. There is a very small window of time that they will allow you to trade in these lower value slabs and get the $60 of in-store credit. From what it says on the website, they will only accept these slabs for trade-in for the $60 worth of credit till May 2nd, which is less than a week away. So if you have one of these that you're saving or you're planning on gifting it to them to their birthday or for some sort of occasion, unless they trade the slab in by May 2nd, they're not going to get the $60 of trade-in value, which only really matters if the slab you get is worth under $60. However, we opened 5 of these and 2 of them were worth much less than $60. And yeah, that is pretty much all of the data. So given all of these numbers, would I recommend you go out and buy one of these GameStop power packs? Not really. Even though technically we did gain value with the ones that we opened, I would have rather just gone to a card show and bought slabs with that money that I would have rather had. But part of the fun does come from opening the mystery pack. I know some people really like opening mystery packs, and that is something they get enjoyment out of. So overall, it's hard for me to tell you whether or not this is going to be personally worth it for you. I will say these are very expensive, and when you open one of these and you get a $20 slab or a $50 slab or even a $90 slab, it does sting a little bit. There is always a chance you get lucky and get a higher value slab, but more than likely when you open one of these, you are going to lose a decent chunk of value. That is how they overall make money on mystery products. A lot of losers and a few winners. But at the end of the day, it's your money. Do with it what you please. And whenever they release the next version of these GameStop Power Packs, if you want to watch me buy 4 more and open them in a video, make sure to rip open that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great rest of the day. Peace.